and welcome to the Gridiron Dynasty show. And I'm your host, John Black, and this is Russell Nance coming in for take 2 from last week. It didn't load, so sorry for the inconvenience, but we'll get it going. But I think it's about time to start off with the announcements, don't you think?
I did.
So I think with Alabama and Georgia being the top 5, one may have to go, one may not. But do you think that 2 SEC teams will be in the playoffs? I mean, it could happen if it's close.
I absolutely do. I think if it ends up being a 1-loss SEC team, I think both will get in.
Oh yeah, I think, and plus, probably if it's like a 3-point game or 7-point game, then I think they'll barely put Georgia in. If they don't, then committee, you're as dumb as you look. But just like TCU. But and then, will the winner of the Miami Notre Dame game make the playoffs? I still don't get the gist of Notre Dame. Even with them being at 3, Miami should be 3, and then Oklahoma or TCU should be 4. But I think that Miami will. I think Miami will win, which will be later in the show. But I think they'll probably make it into the playoffs at that point.
I do think the winner of this game will make it in, because I think if Notre Dame does beat Miami, I don't think they will. But if they do beat Miami, I think they're a 1-loss. They will end up with 1 loss only at the end of the season.
Right.
And they will end up in the playoffs. Miami, if they run the table, they'll definitely end up in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and if they end up in the ACC champions, then heck yeah, that'll definitely happen. So, and also a shout out to Coach Shoot, but we've been having ourselves a little bit of a contest. Not much of a gambling sort of thing, but he beat me 3-1 this time, and it was almost close to 2-on-2, so call that Iowa game. But so now I think it's down to the point where we should start doing predictions.
Let's go.
So Arkansas versus LSU, and that'll be at 11 o'clock on ESPN, which probably should be about that case since it's LSU. But and I mean, this will be a toss-up game like always. It's a big rival game. It's a battle for the Golden Boot. So and I think I may give the Arkansas the slight edge. I really do. I'll probably put them at 3.
Wow. I just don't think so. Arkansas is seriously limping. I don't think. And I think Etling's going to be looking to prove himself in this game, so they're going to have to make a statement. So I think LSU's going to win by a touchdown. Oh
yeah, and plus, and also with all the troubles that LSU had at home, I mean, it's kind of more possible that Arkansas may do it, because Troy did beat the same team at home at night. So, and then one of your favorite games, I'm sure, Michigan State, Ohio State.
Go Sparty.
And this will actually be a very big of a toss-up game too. Last week we called Penn State to win, even though Michigan State won. Michigan State won by 3, and with the same field goal that gets them covered most of the times. But I think that with Ohio State having that big loss, I think Michigan State will win by 7.
Wow, we agreed on that one. I think Ohio State's been schizophrenic all year.
Oh yeah.
JT Barrett has played schizophrenic as well. I think they're stumbling right now, and I think if you combine the defense with MSU, they're going to always keep it close, and in close games they always come out on top. So I think MSU by 3.
All right, yeah, and also with that Iowa game, like Ohio State was favored by 20, and they got beat by almost 35, and I'm like, so that's a pretty good game, but and so the next game is Rutgers versus Penn State, and you can catch that at 11 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. And I think we both know who wins. Penn State, blowout.
Yeah, this is going to be a statement game for Penn State. They got to come out of the gate. I think McSorley's going to put up some big numbers.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be a blowout.
Oh yeah, I mean, and with those 2 close, with that close loss, Big Ten will struggle making it into the playoffs, but who knows? But and then Then one of the big rival games, Virginia Tech versus Georgia Tech, and then, I mean that's the one that always jibber jabber at. So, and I'll be rooting for Virginia Tech, but it will be on 11 o'clock on the ACC network, and I really think that Georgia Tech is looking very good. I mean, this will be a hard fought battle. I mean, Virginia Tech are only losing by 28-10 to Miami. So I mean, not a best game, but I think that Georgia Tech by 3.
Wow. No. Well, I think Josh Jackson's going to be a little too much for Tech. I don't know if they can contain him, and they're not going to score that much. So I think it's going to be Tech by a touchdown.
All right. Well, I'll be going for the Hokies. So and this will definitely be a low scoring game. But and then one of the oldest rivals in the SEC, Auburn versus Georgia, and this will be at Auburn, and you can catch this at 2:30 on CBS. Seems to always be on that network, so no different. And this will be a statement game for Georgia, I think, because I mean, Auburn almost having that comeback from A&M almost coming back from them. I'm like, yeah, Georgia's probably going to win by 14 to 20 points.
Well, I don't know if they're going to win 14 or 20, but I do pick Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you look at statistically, they're super evenly matched.
Oh yeah.
But I think Georgia, with thunder and lightning back there in the backfield, I think they're going to run on Auburn out. I don't know that Auburn will be able to stop them. I think it's going to win by 10.
Oh yeah, and plus, Auburn's defense looked the best, but from what people say, defense don't win games if your offense sucks. But then next we got Iowa versus Wisconsin, another great battle for the finishes. One of Iowa's rivals, and you can catch this at 2:30 on ABC. And this game, I mean, Iowa after a big win against Ohio State. I mean, that will really determine it. Even though it's at Wisconsin, I may favor Iowa by 3.
Well, I'm with you on this one. I think Wisconsin's number is up. This is going to be the big one. I think Wisconsin gets their first loss this week. Nathan Stanley's going to put some big numbers up.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Wisconsin by a touchdown.
All right.
I'm sorry. Iowa by a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. So, and I'll be saying go Hawkeyes. So, but yeah, and then up next we got Virginia versus Louisville. You can catch this at 2:30 on ESPNU. And Virginia, they've been looking very strong lately. I mean, they've been impressive. But I think that Virginia, they're now bowl eligible, and I think that they'll bring it on to a 7th win with a 7-point game.
Who'd you call on that one?
Virginia.
Virginia? Well, actually, I'm calling Virginia on it too. I think while Louisville puts up a lot of points, they give up a lot of points.
Yes.
And I think Ben Kurtz, he's hot right now, and I think he's gonna be able to pass on Louisville's defense. So I look for them to put up some big numbers.
Oh yeah.
And I think they'll win by 3.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if this ruins Lamar Jackson's chances of the NFL, then it's on Louisville on that one. It's on Louisville on that one. So, and then one of the local games, Troy versus Coastal Carolina. You can catch us at 2:30 on ESPN3, and I will give hopefully that AJ Smiley will put up some points with him. Shout out to him and Tyler Sumter. So I would say I'm gonna go with Troy by 14.
I agree with you 100%. Troy's going to win by 14 points. I think Coastal Carolina, they give up 100 yards more than they gain. Mm-hmm. They give up 2 touchdowns more than they score every game. I don't think it's going to be close throughout the game. I think at least 2 touchdowns.
All right. Yeah, I think, and then this is Coastal Carolina's first year being on the Sun Belt. So, but and then one of the big games, watch out for Bama. One of the teams that may actually beat Bama besides Georgia, but Alabama versus Mississippi State at Cowbell Nation, and you can catch this at 6 o'clock on ESPN, and it's going to be on the main channel. And I mean, Mississippi State's been looking better, but this will be a I mean, and it's at Mississippi State. Cowbells go strong, and I really think that this would be a very close game. I think I'm going to call Mississippi State by 3.
Wow, I don't think it's going to be close at all. Mississippi State's overrated. I think Alabama's going to make a statement in this one. It's going to be Alabama big, 21 points.
You seem to have a little phrase with overrated.
Yeah.
So like you say with Michigan, but and then so UAB versus UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio, if you're wondering. And this will be at 6 o'clock if you're going to the game, if you're planning to go that far, because it will not be televised from what I saw, and this will actually be the determining game for if UAB can beat Florida at Florida, because this will be very similar to that. So I think that UAB will win by 3.
I look for UAB to win bigger than that. I think by a touchdown or more.
Mm-hmm.
They've won 4 of the last 5. UTSA's only won 2 of their last 5, so I think it's going to be UAB big.
All right, and then on to our second to last game, we got TCU versus Oklahoma, and this will be at 7 o'clock on Fox, and this may be the one to determine who will make it to the playoffs, best chance for the Big 12. So I think I may pull TCU by 3 or 2.
By 2. I think it'll be close too. I think TCU is going to win. I think they're going to win on defense, not on offense though, because Oklahoma gives up about 200 yards more a game than TCU. So I look for TCU by a touchdown.
All right, and then our last game of the night, the one for College Game Day, will be hosting on Notre Dame versus Miami, and you can catch this at 7 o'clock on ABC. And as we said, this will be determining on the playoffs, but they will. I think I'll probably say Miami by 14.
Oh wow! This is the win and you're in game right here. So I think if either team wins, they're going to the playoffs. So I'm picking Miami by 3.
All right, close game. So. And then we'll get to the end of the show, and we will see you around. Bye.